Long day lay me low.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Got a nice Celsius here. They're delicious. They're scrumptious. My favorite. Wow, Barry. What's going on? Determined to get comics, fun comics, entertaining comics in your hands, and funded and out to you. So, normally we start off the show by saying, you determine blah, blah, blah. And with me, as always, is my wonderful co-host, Angela Curry. She's not here yet. Not here yet. Dropping the ball, making this the most unprofessional show in all of indie comics YouTube history. Thank you, Angela, for ruining everything for Apex. And you know what? He's going to refund everybody now and just give them their money, not even do his comic because you're not here. But we do have here a wonderful human being, a good person, good friend. Known him a while in this indie comic sphere. And even though Angela's not here because she's just like, you know what? I don't like doing this anymore. You're fired. You know who isn't fired? We got Apex. What's going on, man?
Hey, how you doing, Jason? Good to see you. Hail to the chat.
Yeah, we got the chat in the house. Angela will be here. She's running late as per usual.
Angela.
Women, what can you do, man?
Angela, get over here.
Yeah, she's not the boss. Tony is. We all know that.
Tony's the boss. Yeah.
Tony's the boss. So we'll get to the chat in a second here. But how are you? How's your day going?
Yeah, it's going pretty good. A lot of business stuff. I'm trying to get my video onto my link for my fund my comic and having a difficult time because my video has been made through Dropbox through Good Stuff, and Pedro Ang uses Dropbox
yeah,
and then it's hard to actually get the links because they're too long. I'm trying to study up how to maybe change the link address. I don't know how you do it, so I'm kind of researching how you do it so I can.
Well, we'll talk about that in one second here. We have Miss I could show up whenever I want, Angela Curry.
Angela.
What's up, Apex? How are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Hey.
Ruined the whole show, Angela.
She's a hummingbird.
Well, I don't know. I'm not going to say anything.
I didn't start early. I started on time.
Hummingbird brought to you by Citizen Ronan, who's in the chat. But
I started on time.
Give me a couple minutes. I'm sorry. I had to take a pit stop.
That's fine. Yeah, get some coffee.
No. I mean, well, actually, I do have coffee, but
nice.
There you go.
Anyway,
no,
just made this whole thing awkward. I think we should restart it.
Nope.
Oh no, we're good.
Not doing it. You ruined the show. I now lost 125,000 subscribers. I'm in the negative.
Oh no, God.
Yep. It's terrible.
But anyway, what's going on?
Well, we're gonna highlight the chat now that you're here.
Yeah, the chat.
Oh, okay. You see how it is.
Yeah, that's why you're here.
Every time. Citizen Ronan. Hey.
What's up, Ronan?
He's looking for Angela Face.
Yes.
Which is I.
Double Flyer was first.
Double Flyer? Oh, I didn't see. Oh, yeah, he was first. I saw that. Rex. Hail, Rex. Edwin, what's up? What's up? And this guy.
Yeah.
And this guy. What's up, Baby Miss? Cheers, guys. Welcome to the stream. Why I forget anyone?
Popular Twilight Zone episode. That's
a good one. That most epic episode.
Sucks when he broke his glasses, can't read the books.
I don't know. Never mind. It's kind of like a pinnacle moment in the story. I know, that's true. It's like, that's the whole thing. Like, don't spoil it. It's like, if you haven't seen it yet.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, I'm not a huge Twilight Zone person, but even if I was like, I wouldn't know what you're talking about right now if I saw the episode, so,
to break my
to be fair, I would have actually liked to have known that before it happening, because it really, I saw it when I was, like, really young, and it really messed up with my head, because I was just like, I just was so sad. But anyway, I needed to be prepped for that. But anyway,
Harry
it's a really
says,
good
I can't
episode.
read the chat right now.
No.
Ouch.
We'll send you some glasses.
Burgess Meredith. What an actor. Wow.
Yeah, he is. He's in, yep. Very classic.
Like I said, I didn't see the episode. I wasn't big, but you were into the Twilight Zone when you were a wee lad.
I like the Twilight Zone. I love the old school Outer Limits. That's my jam right there.
Oh, what came first, Outer Limits or Twilight Zone? I always thought it was Twilight Zone.
I thought Twilight Zone came first.
1959 to 64, and then Outer Limits from 63 to 65.
Okay. Yeah, I've never really got into
I wasn't even born yet, so I don't know. Yeah.
But then I guess you could even say Alfred Hitchcock was before that, because he did a show kind of.
Alfred Hitchcock Presents.
Yeah, those are great.
I like Hitchcock.
Awesome.
Yeah, Hitchcock's
very cool.
Yeah, I did like oh man, now I'm gonna forget on the North by Northwest. Isn't that what it is?
That's a great movie. Yeah,
that's a great movie. It's good. Yeah.
Freaking what's his name? Cary Grant.
Cary Grant. Yeah. Or was it? Yeah, it was Cary Grant. Yeah.
Cary Grant. I get him confused with Jimmy Stewart sometimes.
Was it Jimmy Stewart?
No, was it Cary Grant? It's Cary Grant. Yeah.
You sure? Rear Window?
Yeah.
Well,
Rear Window. I didn't see Rear Window.
Rear Window was Jimmy Stewart, right? I think it was Jimmy Stewart, Rear Window. And Raymond Burr was the bad guy.
It's the bad.
Big old Raymond Burr.
I saw Psycho. It was like, I think it was back in 2017 with a live orchestra. Most epic thing ever. It was so incredible. Just the way they
saw it in 1917.
No, I know, right? They had like the accordion or the what is that? What is that big? Oh shoot, words.
Tuba?
No, it's an accordion.
Accordion.
Cello, flute, trumpet, trombone.
Xylophone? No.
It's gonna hit me.
Theremin.
Theremin. That's a wild device.
No, anyway. So anyway, but yeah, it was a live orchestra, and they timed everything. And like, you would get so enamored in watching the movie, you would forget that, oh my gosh, there's a live orchestra right now playing the
Hockey saw Back to the Future with the live orchestra as they played, and he's going to go see Batman. He's going to see big organ. It was a big organ.
Pipe organ, yeah, big organ.
This is a family show, Angela.
This is too much for this conversation.
No. Hockey's also going to go see Batman '89 with a live orchestra. That one will be cool. That one will be cool. That'd be dope. But speaking of Batman, Apex, what got you into comics? Because
shoot, man.
You've been in it for a while now. So as a wee lad,
Yes, I started drawing from newspaper strips when I was about 5 or 6 years old. Like Andy Cap, Little Abner, Steve Roper, Mike Nomad. Sometimes I guess Nancy. Dick Tracy was one of my favorites.
Nice.
That's cool with the watch and all that.
So comic strips were your first. Like, well, I mean, I did the Sunday comics too. Like, we had Calvin and Hobbes and all that stuff. Yeah. But like, and Dick Tracy, I guess, could lean you maybe into the actual like regular comic format. Do you remember what your first like actual comic was?
Actual Conan #6 from Barry Windsor Smith, and then Swamp Thing #5 with Bernie Wrightson.
You still have them?
I bought Conan 6 about 10 or 12 years ago.
You had to rebuy it.
Yeah, and then the Bernie Wrightson Swamp Thing. I have issue 2 and 7.
I got issue 2.
With Batman in it.
Yeah, I got issue 2. I don't have 7. I have a few of the earlier ones, but
I gotta get #5. That's the one I drip on.
That's the one you want. Yeah, I want one. I want issue 1, but that's for collector purposes also. But also, it's still it's a cool cover. You know, you got Wrightson. Yeah, it's a fantastic looking book. It's just freaking expensive. So
of course, like close to 1,000, isn't it? I can't remember.
It's well over that probably. Wow. But well, you could probably get a beater copy for lower than that.
Yeah, got low grade.
Yeah, so that was obviously, what, 70s? So you started collecting mid
70s,
'70s?
early 70s. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like Spider-Man as well. X-Men was my jam, and later on the Avengers, like George Perez Avengers and
Mhm.
John Byrne. John Byrne's Iron Fist was awesome too. I had some of those.
Were you mainly a Marvel guy?
I'm mainly a Marvel guy. DC was basically Batman and sometimes Superman, and some of the older characters, Green Lantern and Aquaman, Flash. Got some of those. So
Yeah, DC was mainly just Batman for me.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
didn't. We were more Marvel growing up. I mean,
I had a
obviously
lot of
Neil
Daredevil.
Adams.
Yeah,
Daredevil's
Neil
dope.
Adams.
Daredevil's dope.
Yeah.
But obviously Neil Adams with Batman,
Oh, that's
took
my
it.
favorite. I
And,
love it.
and he took it back into the Batman. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Not just like the
dark.
camp. Yeah, not just the campy stuff.
Yeah.
I really like his artwork, but
That's
yeah.
so good.
What so those were like the Sunday strips, the Dick Tracy stuff. Was that what influenced you earlier, or what was some of your most influential artists that really impact you? Like, hey, you made you
Well,
want to actually do this.
Neil Adams was one. Of course, Barry Smith was another one. Steranko, big
Oh,
time.
nice, yeah.
And of course, I guess everyone else will say Kirby. Kirby is a lot of really cool worlds they created and stuff like that. And John
Kirby's
Byrne.
yeah, Kirby's a tricky one. I love Kirby.
Yeah,
Like there's obviously no anatomy in Kirby at all. It's all pure dynamicism
it is.
and
Yeah,
stuff like that. It's just fantastic and like you said, with him, the way he built his characters, his character design, his world building, his
yeah.
energy that he puts into a page, and his work productivity. It's
Oh, I
insane.
know.
Like the guy would draw like 12 comics a month.
That's insane. I know
DC Silver Age, yeah.
that's
Yep.
crazy. Yeah, I like Dave Cockrum for the costume designs. That's how I basically got my Fembat, was an influence of Dave Cockrum through his X-Men run.
Mm.
And
Ah.
it's like, wow. Fembat was basically a character that I created in 1998. At first, she was a streetwalker. I was thinking, well, this is too risque. I said, instead of a streetwalker, why not a go-go dancer from 1968? 24
There you
years
go.
old. She got bit by a vampire, but she didn't know it was a vampire. It's a tall, dark stranger, and seduced her, gave her some wine, maybe slipped a Mickey in there, and before you know it, a day afterwards, the morning after, she finds out in her club, she's found some bite marks on her neck. She tries to get home without getting burned by the sunlight. So she can't see her reflection in the mirror. She's distraught, can't go to her Catholic mass or church. And she's struggling with vampirism in order for her to still regain her, to keep a lot of her Christian roots. She wants to maintain her Christian roots, and at the same time, she's struggling with her vampirism. So she devoted herself 50 years to finding the attacker who bit her. There's a legend: if you kill the vampire who bit you, you surely to regain your humanity back. Your
Ooh.
and
Like
so
an epic journey.
So were you like was the reason why you took a vampire route with your comic, was that because you like horror movies and that
horror movies, yeah.
But because I mean, growing up, like, were you buying horror comics or were
I
you
was
just
buying
like,
some. I bought some Tomb of Dracula, Werewolf by
oh,
Night.
nice. Yeah, yeah.
Monster Frankenstein, Ghost Rider, of course.
Well, Ghost Rider, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, Ghost Rider is horror, but it also does have that superhero,
it does.
flair to it.
Mystical feel.
Flair.
It's great.
But yeah, no. Like the vampire angle, like what made you decide to go that route with your idea?
Well, yeah, I saw. Well, of course, Batgirl. I'm thinking Batgirl. Well, she's kind of plain in a way, and
Well,
I'm
she's not
thinking,
really a bat. She's
not really a bat. I'm
she's a
thinking,
girl.
why not a hero
Girl
that can
bat.
conquer monsters, but yet she's a vampire at the same time?
Hmm.
I'm
I
thinking,
mean, basically,
had more of a-
Batgirl is
yeah,
Batman. Batman with a dress, basically. It's just a cookie cutter in some.
yeah. But of
She
course,
loves cookies.
I can't use the bat symbol.
makes
I'll
sense.
get yeah. I can't use the bat symbol because of copyright restrictions. Oh, okay. If I can't use a bat symbol, damn it, I'm going to add her 2 large, golden armored, bulletproof tatas on her costume. I thought that
One normally does shoot at the tatas when shooting bullets. Yeah.
right.
That's I mean that's a big target. So
that's a big target. Yeah.
I gotta turn off notifications for everybody. Jeez, oh man. Getting YouTube
Sorry.
notifications.
Are you?
No, it's YouTube notifications because. Okay. All right. I mean, I try to stay informed, and notify. I follow quite a lot of not as many, nowhere near as what I know some people. I know people that follow thousands. I'm like, I don't even know how you do it. But I don't have time. I work all day, come home, do this, whatever, drawing and all that fun stuff. But I have it turned on for certain people. But for some reason, this one person wants to upload 15 videos in one day, and that makes me want to turn your notifications off, buddy. So,
my God.
Yeah, I like the guy. He's a nice guy, but I can't. It drives me insane. Like I'm live right now, and all I hear is boom, boom, boom. I'm like, ugh. And YouTube, it doesn't notify you when they upload. It notifies you like 2 hours later, and then you'll get them all at one time. So
it's the show. No way.
Well, it's his are videos, but well, like even still, like I'll like Angela go live or something, and I won't get she'll be live for like an hour and a half. I won't get the notification until I actually, am watching it like 20 minutes later. Like, oh, I guess Shelby's the same way. Like Shelby will be live, and next thing I'll be listening to him for like a good 20 minutes, and then it notifies me saying he's live. I'm like, I think I know. I'm watching it. Yeah, but well, okay. Yeah, and we'll get back to the vampirism and the shooting at tatas. But what got you into going to the YouTube thing? Because this is not a normal thing.
No, it's not. I decided, okay, I'm gonna investigate who has a comic book channel on YouTube. That was back in 2019, I think. I discovered Ethan Van Sciver, Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's back in the day when they had the the OB whatever before
OBGYN.
OBGYN, yeah. And then when you see these little icons at the bottom of the screen, each time someone's talking, they flare up their little avatar. I'm like, wow, those are their old days.
That was Skype, wasn't it? I thought Skype did that.
I don't know. It's OBGN or something. They're mentioning that. I don't know what the hell it was. I'm like, oh, it's kind of entertaining. And so I started learning.
Well, there's OBS, but I don't know how to stream through OBS. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead, Apex.
So anyway, I've learned what Ethan's done. He has a crowdfunding book. I mean, Cyberfrog. I've heard of Cyberfrog, early 90s. Mm-hmm. Really cool. And so I started watching him and his instructional videos. I'm like, okay. I saw Richard C. Meyer, your boy Zach, and subscribed to him and Cecil, and I'm like, oh, cool. So I'm thinking, oh, well, if I'm going to have a comic book, I might as well have a platform to promote it. So that's how I got to have my YouTube channel. Start getting some subs. Start coming up with some short videos, and maybe later live streaming. I made like tons of short videos before I ever.
What up?
Just comic book hauls, some art stuff.
Nice.
Stuff I have my collection. Just show off stuff like that.
Yeah, I like stuff like that. I like seeing what people have and what they get. Like I follow. Now I forgot. He went live last night. But I wish I could say the name of the channel because I could promote him a little bit. But anyway, this one cat went live, and he was just like, "Hey, got this from the shop. This is an older book. Got this last week." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. Maybe I want that one." I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's the first appearance of Generic Comic Guy. I'm like, "Oh, I like Generic Comic Guy. I want it." So, and that's the first appearance I didn't know. Like even Shelby. Like he'll be live and he'll be like, "Hey, did you know Silvestri actually drew this comic when he first started? It's like an obscure thing." I'm like, "I didn't even know that." So like if you were to like, that's why I like videos where people are like, "I got this comic." So like I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know like Ron Frenz drew Superman number 23. I like Ron Frenz. I kind of want that." Yeah. So I like videos like that. I like comic book streams. I'm a comic collector. But and so you're also doing the art videos? Were they tutorials? Were they just like you? I think I've seen a few of them that you've done.
Yeah, like you see me coloring or inking or that sort of thing, and not talk some BS or whatever. Just keep people entertained while I draw. And,
So you started around 2019, 2020, like COVID era was really
I'd say 2019, and then the cover came and hit. I'm like, okay, more videos, more stuff to do.
Well, not only that, we're all shut in around that time frame. Yeah. You're not allowed to go anywhere apparently. Did you have something you wanted to show?
Yes, this is my very first comic that came out in '96. This is The Executor, 1996.
Oh, cool. I like that.
Yeah, I have 16 pages of that, and not only that, Femme Fatale, 14 pages. So it's a comic flip book.
Yeah, it's a
32
flip book.
pages.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice boobs.
I was so yeah. There you go. Cool. Yeah. So I said, okay, I did one story and I got disinterested in one story. I'm going to do another story. Okay, it's Femme Fatale. Awesome. So I decided, well, I don't. It takes so much time to actually you try to complete a 32-page book just by one subject. It was hard for me to do that. So I decided to combine 2 stories in one book.
Nice.
And
Now, whenever you're working, what do you prefer to work with? Is it traditional media? Do you
traditional.
like digital?
Paper.
What tools, may I ask?
Oh,
What weapons or choice do you use?
Strapmore, 2-ply Bristol board. Got pencils, a little tech pencil here. Sometimes a number 6, little shading here. Ink pens, I got microns, plus I got brush with ink.
Nice.
Brush, just the old school style.
Yeah. So you like the PH Martins?
Yeah, PH Martins are good.
Yeah, PH Martin's good. I like PH Martin.
I want to get one of those brush pens where you can put the ink inside. I don't know where
well, I use the Pentel Pocket Brush Pen.
Where you find that?
I just order it on eBay. This one I think I found at Michael's. But it's hard. It depends on your Michael's. Some of them carry it. Some of them are smaller and they don't. But you can get them on eBay. Pentel Pocket Brush Pen with refills, and you should be able to get this one. The Kuretake is really good too with refills. I like that one. But this one has got a good brush tip with a nice bounce to it. So
nice.
I really enjoy that one.
The ink,
Yeah, well, I know Shelby. He'll use like a Kuretake that's been emptied for a while, like a disposable one, and if it's empty, he'll just use that as a dip. As like a regular brush almost, like and dip it in ink and then use that to spot blacks or something like that. Yeah.
I spell Kuretake.
Kuretake. I really don't know.
You would get out of restaurant.
Just if you want to write it down, just write it down so you'll know what it is, and then when you Google it, it'll just if you like misspell it in Google, just put Kuretake brush pen. Google will tell you you're an idiot, and then correct the spelling.
Is it Kuretake? Kuretake?
Yeah, sure.
Something like that.
I Googled
Why? Who said that? Oh, you Googled it? There you go. Angela. Angela's probably right. If she looked it up, that's probably right. How did you spell it?
He's an artist. He's really good. Stuff.
Ronan is a really good artist. Yeah, he's dope. Awesome. How did you... Angela, how did you spell Kuretake again so we could write it down?
Well, hold here. Kuretake.
There you go. Yeah, those are really good pens too. Kuretakes.
Yeah.
I'm more of a I'm like you. I like microns, but I do like pen and ink. You see me work.
Yes.
I do like the PH Martins too. When it comes to the ink, the Black Star matte is really dope.
Yeah.
The Speedball Black with Super Black is pretty good too. But
Speedball Super Black.
Yeah, Speedball Super Black's good. Lately, I've been using just this. Mother worked at as custodial for an elementary school, and they were going to throw away all these art supplies.
Holy mackerel!
And one of them was a bin with just like big glass bottles of ink. I don't know what kind of ink is in them though. But that's what I've been using lately is that because I'm broke and I can't go buy more ink and I need to ink. I'm inking Frog. I'm inking other things. So
yes.
So it's kind of good. It works, but I don't know what ink it is. So
Dave, what's up there? General Comics. Hey.
Yeah.
What's up, Dave? So like those are you prefer to wear traditional media and stuff like that. What size paper do you work on? 11-17? Do you
about 17? Yeah, that's basic.
And then you shrink it down.
Yeah.
Now you said that was your first printed book that you did.
Yeah, that was the first printed one, 1996.
96.
Less than 50 copies of it.
Oh, there you go. Nice. Is that the last one?
The one in existence so far. Other people, I'm sure they may have them in their little collections, and I sold a few here and there and gave some away as gifts. And
how many pages in each story?
16 pages of Executor and 14 of Femme Fatale. And then
cool.
In between, there's like a little editorial. This is really cool. I like to add a little stuff in it, like a little editorial.
Yeah.
Is it? Editorial Executor Fatality Forum.
Nice. So have you been self-publishing quite often since '97?
Yeah, 96. Yeah, and then the second issue came out in 96. I printed like 1,000 copies.
Wow.
I still, I gave some away. I still have maybe 40 or 50 left, I think.
Oh, cool.
Somewhere in there.
Nice. So you've been doing the self-publishing thing for quite a bit now. A long time.
Almost 30 years.
How many books would you say you have self-published?
Oh God, I've got some back here. Okay.
You don't have to go get them. You can just...
No, some of them are here. I did the Apex Comics, Madam X, Nikolai Star, mini comic. They're trading size card comics.
Now, that's pretty. Now, do you have maybe a plan later on to like get all these together and maybe do like a Apex omnibus or something like that?
Yes.
That'd be pretty cool for people who missed out on it, like fans of yours and stuff like that really missed out on back issue stuff. Because, like I said, you've been in the, a lot of us, kind of 2019, 2020 is when we started the YouTube thing because of COVID. Yeah. So people really didn't know who you were outside of your little area. Right. And now, we broadcast worldwide because we're on YouTube. We're not really broadcasting. We're just doing it's fantastic. So maybe there's people like in, Indianapolis and, or even in like, I don't know, Thailand that might want your books. And like, oh, I like Apex. And now they can get them, and so your back issues, you put them together as an omnibus and, do them that way. That'd be a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, it would be cool. I'll put my link in the chat for the book.
You can't. I forgot to tell you. You're a creator, man. Creators don't have wrenches on my thing. You didn't have a book out whenever in a crowd. So now that you have a book, you're official. You're donezo, sir. No more wrench for you.
We were definitely promoted at the same time. If you want to drop it in the chat, I will drop a link because I'm not a
put that in a private chat.
Well, Angela, that's what I was about to say. I have a lot of great mods out there, fantastic mods. You got Angela, you got Flying Feline, you got, Henry Bemis, some person, like Citizen Ronan. A lot of fantastic mods in the chat who will drop your link for you.
Thank you.
One reason why I do that is because I've noticed a lot of creators who have wrenches, they just show their own thing. Yeah. And that's fine. That's good and all. You want eyes, but come on, throw, Luke's campaign.
Occasionally I do throw other people's campaigns.
No. I'm just saying. I'm not talking about you. I'm not pinpointing. I'm just saying in general. I've come to see a lot of creators and I get it. I want eyes on my book too. Oh, sure. But especially now, like if you're on and somebody drops the link. For some, I'm like, and they're in their chat and they have their own book. Like, I'm going to promote myself. It's like, no, this is about you right now. It's about Apex. So you, sir, no more wrench for you. It's not personal. I still like you.
Okay.
So just hook me up and I will help.
Yeah, Angela's a great mod. She drops links all the time. Like I said, we got Feline, Frog G. I mean, come on. So. A lot of great mods out there that are more than happy to drop your links for your plus your links for YouTube, Twitter, and your book. Fembat are in the description below, as well as pinned at the top of the chat as Fembat as well. Well, like I said, we shoot the breeze for a while, and then we tend to talk about the book. And see, I'm more interested. Like I said, I'm definitely more interested in like how people got about their journey because comics like. Growing up, I was, most of us were probably nerds. I know there were a couple people who were jocks who had to hide the fact that they collected comics.
Yeah.
So it's a very niche, uncommon thing when we were kids. Like nowadays, like if you like Captain America, you're fine because the movies were really good.
America and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, but back in you couldn't if you wore a Cap Shield shirt when we were kids, you get teased. Yeah, you get teased, you get made fun of, you might get beat up. Like it was not a quote unquote cool thing or normal. Like I think it's more normal now than it is cool actually. But and this is my whole I don't know about you, but I kind of would prefer it to go back to the nerds. Like I there was more passion for it. There was more love for it. People actually like cared more about the characters, what they went through. They were real almost. Like, I know it's fake. It's not a real thing, but you identify with these people in some way, shape, or form. You grow a connection with them, and they become kind of like a friend or someone to look up to, even though they're not real. Like, but they stay consistent enough throughout all these decades that they have their own personality. So and so how long now? Whenever you establish an IP, are you looking for something with longevity, or are you looking for like let's do like a 4-issue mini? Let's build up a universe. Like, what is your overall arcing plan?
It's mainly longevity. That's the thing. I've always created characters that have a long amount of time, and some of them are just secondary characters to the main protagonist, should I say. And there's some ideas I have that are like maybe mini series and things like that. But I created a type of Avengers team called Enforcer Inc. It's on my campaign. Back when I was like before high school, I think I was 11 years old, around 74. I created these characters, and off and on, I revisit these characters and start building little different adventures, just a few pages each. I wish I still had those pages. I don't know what happened to them, but yeah, I had the Giant, who's sort of like a Hank Pym type character. I have Armornaut, of course, that's sort of like Iron Man, and Tiger Man, Tanner the Tiger Man. He's in there. It's kind of a beast character, but he's a tiger. And Hawkery, she's a winged woman from the fourth dimension. She carries a battle mace. Yeah,
Sorry, not as good.
Hawkery, not Huck to a girl.
Angela, family ship. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously,
Lightning,
not for all ages here.
Yeah, and a few other characters on the team. But yet, I have a mini comic. We'll talk about the campaign when I go to it. But
right.
That's one of my IPs. I also have All American Force that came out in 2012.
Now, how difficult do you find all this? Because you're one dude, like you're one guy, and you have like me, and Ink and Ink Spots and Plague-All, Luke, all this. We have quite a lot of stories we want to tell.
Yeah, man.
And stuff like that. So you're only one person. How do you dictate which ones to put in first? Like obviously you got Fembat. So like, what makes you dictate? I'm going to do this one next, that one next. Like you can't outsource and be like, hey, because and also bonus question on top of that. Do you want to do everything with all of these titles, or are there some you wouldn't mind like handing out? Like you draw this, I'll write it and stuff like that.
I wouldn't mind handing out a few of them just for somehow. It's hard for one guy to do everything. It really is. Like I've been doing everything for years on all these types of books. I'm on how many books I have? I think Fembat may be the 11th or 12th book. I can't remember, but
oh wow,
yeah, a lot. Lots of little ash cans.
What's up, K-pop?
Hey, K-pop, what's happening? And the Creep's going to be the next one. He's 100 feet of pink perversion.
What?
Yeah. It's like it's like a character there I created. I'm like, okay, this has got to be a fun character. It represents the male Ed. What if he grew up 100 feet tall, terrorizing the city? What would he do? What his lustfulness would appear. He would be hungry, horny, whatever. That's basically what the Creep would be.
All ages.
Yeah, all ages. Yeah, sure. Sure, for preteens and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. No, but see, that's the thing. Like we all have like quite a lot of things involved in IPs in mind, and so now, you have all those, and let's say you're like, okay, you have the Creep.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, well, I also have
I have the
Executor.
Knight. Yeah.
The Executor. Like, I want to do both of them.
Yeah.
So, like, would you be like, I want to handle drawing duties and writing duties on the Creep, but the Executor, I can then hand over to Jim Lee, and Jim Lee can draw that one, and I'll write
1,000 a page.
Yeah, and then I'll write it, and
yeah.
So because obviously now these are all connecting. Is this a huge universe, or is it just like little stories that you want to do, kind of like Twilight Zone?
It's connecting universe.
Okay.
It has.
Nice.
Yeah, I do have some Easter eggs toward the end of Fembat. I'm not going to reveal it, but it ends up intertwining my previous characters from like the 90s books I've put together.
Now, do you know some of your like old indie maybe even influences or first books you may have picked up that kind of like like, oh, I want to kind of get into me because. Yeah, we all wanted, when we were kids, we wanted to work for Marvel and DC, but whenever you see these indie books, you're like, oh, I can maybe do this. So what were maybe some of your earlier influences?
I liked, this is one anthology that came out around 86. I can't remember which one it was, but it had all kinds of these little stories, anthology characters put together. I can't remember the title, but it was cool. I like some of the Turtles. Ninja Turtles was good. A couple of those. I also, I like, gosh, I enjoyed, what was the other character I like? Oh, God. 80s stuff. I didn't have too many of the 80s, but Power Comics #1 I picked up in a local comic shop in Tennessee for $2. The first, when we get to the Femback campaign, I'll point it out to you. But it was a comic book company based in Michigan in 1977.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
Yeah, William Messer Loebs, you heard of him?
No.
Yeah, he wrote Wonder Woman. Mike Gustovich.
That name's familiar.
Created a Justice Machine. He started out with Power Comics.
Wow.
Dave Sim, who created Cerebus, the first issue of Power Comics, had a bit of a Cerebus type character, but it wasn't Cerebus at the end of the book.
Kind of like Primer #5 with the Max. It wasn't really the Max, but it was the Max. Yeah.
Yeah. But that was a good influence. I'm like, wow, these guys came together and put together a comic book in 77. That's like they did compete with Marvel and DC for quite a bit for that year. And somehow, I guess the end of the year, the company, I guess, folded, and Gustovich went his way with the Justice Machine, and William Messer Loebs went to different companies, I think DC and Marvel later on, and Dave Sim, of course, Cerebus. Among other people that are in that book, they went elsewhere.
Cerebus was a very huge influence to me with a lot. Like, Turtles was also and stuff like that, but like Cerebus, like that dude tackled 300 issues almost solo.
Yeah.
So that's that. When you see something like that, you're like, oh, I could do this. Like this guy obviously did it for 300 issues, and he had a cap though. He was like, I'm gonna do 300 and that's it, and dip out. Like he had an end goal. And I know Larson is kind of trying to beat him, and McFarlane technically did, but didn't in a way.
Yeah.
But I know Larson's trying to, and he's at issue 275 right now. So, but anyway, what do you find to be the hardest part of making a comic? Like the most tedious part in doing it?
Oh man, the inking.
The inking?
I'm more of a penciler than I'm an inker.
Oh yeah.
But I have to ink my own stuff. I'm like, I've gotten better at it throughout the years, but using different tools. But, writing somehow it's kind of automatic. I could come up with a plot. I could draw it out what it looks like and build a story around it.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing with crowdfunding, and like it is with crowdfunding. Like I said, I got into it because of Frega, and I also the guy at my comic shop was like, "You should just crowdfund." I didn't even know about any of this stuff, but with crowdfunding, and I know a lot of books have been late and stuff like that, but the whole point of crowdfunding also is to pay for the production of your book and have people help you out, and like that's why they they back it, they assist and stuff like that. And by doing so, they get perks, they get bonuses, they get first dibs, stuff like that. So, but with crowdfunding, we're able to do it. So that's why we have a $5,000 goal, because I got to pay the inker, I got to pay the writer, pay the letterer, and obviously if you're doing it by yourself, your goal is mainly like, well, I got to print the book and do the shipping, make sure I have enough for shipping. So that's my goal. So that's why if you have like a $2,000 goal, like okay, here's the thing also, you want to pay yourself. Like,
that's true. Yeah,
you do want to get paid. Like I get paid at my work. Like just because we're drawing or writing or something and we know how to do it doesn't mean it's still not work. Like it's not.
It is work. Yeah,
it is work. It's just not physical labor. No. Like there's graphic designers. They do work. Like people call it work. So just because we're capable of doing something like that doesn't mean it's like an automatic thing. Like, I can draw turtles all day long. They're fun. I love drawing the turtles. Right. But I also would like to sell that at some point. Like, it took me 3 hours to draw this turtle. Can you at least give me some money for it?
Is it an auction?
So we don't get a page rate like Marvel or DC.
No, we don't.
So whenever you have like $1,000 goal or something like that, you're looking to print the book stuff, but you also want to get paid. So with the crowdfunding thing, though, that's why, like, it is good. Like you said, for now, you're doing everything. You're doing everything, and it is tedious. Like, I hate lettering. Inkspots hates lettering. We both hate lettering. But
I like lettering actually by hand. That's what I do.
Wow, you're a lunatic. Yeah,
I am a lunatic. Yeah.
Yeah, you're insane.
Detail, for sure.
What's that, Angela?
Everything.
That's detail. I mean, I think. I mean, in regards to like making it crisp and in line and whatnot.
Oh yeah, hand lettering is it's not easy to do. It's an old school method, and not everyone does it. Also, it's time consuming. That's one reason why.
I'm impressed. I mean, that's
it's a good one.
Yeah, but so you're doing everything, but with crowdfunding, eventually, like your first book, you're getting out there, you're getting your feet wet. You're introducing yourself to the community and to the indie scene. You're like, oh, I could do this book. You like it, cool, dope. The next one, you could be like, okay, my goal now is people know me. They know I fulfill. They know I could put out something cool and fun. Maybe my goal will be a little higher, and I'll have somebody else ink it. Like, that's why you charge a little more. The goal will be higher, but that's the whole point with the crowdfunding thing. So it is kind of good in that regard, but risky because like, what if I don't make funding? That's why it is harder to do a book complete before you ship it out, like before you launch it. Like some people, and that's what Inkspots and I are doing. But the thing is, we can afford to do it. We work full-time jobs. We have to pay. We have to have medical insurance. We have to pay bills. Like, we weren't fortunate enough to work in the industry as we were growing up. Life didn't lead us in that route. Like,
that's true.
Yeah, some people are fortunate enough where they were able to get into the industry just fine and get on with it. But we all had to develop our art skills growing up, and we were still artists growing up. We just weren't comic artists. That's all. Right. So we have experience under our belt, just not comic experience. But so you want to obviously make the finances in that regard, but not everybody can finish a book outright first off. And so whenever with crowdfunding, you kind of, if you have other people, you have to pay them as you go. Yeah. You got bills to pay. You can't out of pocket it. Not everybody can do that. So but you're doing it all on your own.
Oh yeah.
It's fortunate because you could do it, but at the same time, it's time consuming. It's like you said, inking. You would love to outsource the inking, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully when you can.
I'm going to redo page 1 of Fembat, and I'm having Peter Palmiotti ink it.
Ooh, nice. I like Peter. Nice. Yeah, he's a good dude. Awesome. Yeah, he's a good inker.
But Haldir, he agrees. Lettering is super hard. Replicating lettering in my sketches takes the most time to get right.
Yeah, everybody go follow Haldir on Twitter. He's really good. Yeah, he's doing those replicate those 1-for-1s. Yeah. Really phenomenal stuff. Haldir, you're killing it. Keep doing it.
Yes.
So now when it comes to coloring, what are you using for colors? I know Fembat's black and white, right?
Right.
But you do color your own stuff.
Markers. I love markers. I love Prismacolors, Artist Loft. Copics, they dry out on me for some reason. But, yeah, but Artist Loft and Prismacolors are my main game.
Artist Loft isn't bad. I mean, that's the Michaels brand for people who don't know, and they're actually not all that. They're not terrible. They're for an affordable marker. It's a good route to go. Look into Ohuhus, man. They're fairly cheap and affordable, and they're comparable to they're comparable to Copics. Yeah, it's spelled exactly how it sounds. Ohuhu. Ohuhu. Yeah, they're very affordable. They're comparable to Copics. They're refillable if you want to go that route. But the only thing with the Ohuhus is the cap usually isn't 100% spot on with the color inside. So Hockey even did a color guide. So it does come with the thing you can make a color guide with.
I've noticed that with some of the markers, it's not really that color. It's actually a little darker, a little more blue. Or
some of them. I've noticed with Copics, they're pretty accurate. And I think Prismacolors too. But that's because they're high end enough that they can afford to put the correct color on the cap, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so look into Ohuhu's. What happened to my chat? My chat went away, Angela.
No.
Fire me and
no, that was my fault. This time I'll take the blame. It was
thank
me.
You.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Look into those. You may like them, but I like Ohuhus. I also do like watercolors, the Dr. Peach Martin's liquid watercolors. They're just really expensive though.
I still have them. I have the old I bought them back in like the 90s.
Oh, so you probably bought them when they were a little more affordable.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the liquid. I like the liquid watercolors. They're a lot of. That's what they used to color comics back in the day. Was
And they
P.S.
did.
Martin's liquid watercolors, right?
Oh yeah, man.
They're really good.
So good.
So speaking of good, we got me not sharing the right thing.
Fire you.
Yeah, fire me, Angela. I'm out of here. There goes my segue. There you go. There's my DMs. You like that?
There's your DMs.
There's all my secret DMs. Receipts shown, screenshotted, everybody. That's what happens when you're blind. Yeah. I'll get it. Apex. Don't you worry.
At least you did not.
Where are you?
From the stream, which I
Where's your
for.
thing? Oh, there it is.
I'll find. Where am I?
There you go. I found it.
Cool, man.
So yeah, because that is one of the questions I was going to ask. Actually, why did you go, and you did answer it with the bulletproof brassiers?
Yes, they have Madonna vibes. I thought of Madonna.
It looks sexy, and it has usefulness. It's a useful tool, definitely.
Now she's a vampire, right?
Yeah, vampire with strong Christian morals on top of it.
Oh,
so the contradiction is
so
deep.
many layers.
Very deep.
So when she feeds, does she feed on humans, or is she like Looney and eats a bunch of rats?
No, she steals from blood from blood banks.
That has to also contradict with her moral ethics as well.
She has to steal,
because stealing is a sin. Yeah, stealing is a sin.
But it's better stealing than killing, I guess, in her.
This very true, and you do have to balance that out. Now, she has Christian morals. Like, is there a tie to maybe? I don't want to say this is a biblical book because it's not.
It's not.
But is there a tie into maybe some Christian lore that you'll go in deeper with, like heaven and hell, kind of like a what's the book, preacher type of an aspect, or are you just keeping this a little more grounded and quote unquote grounded? There's a vampire.
Yeah, more grounded, but yet there's some Christian attributes to the book.
I mean, I will say I am a Christian, and this could happen to me, and it would definitely be a very there would be a settling experience to turn into a vampire.
To find the vampire and kill it so she could be normal again.
Yeah, I'm a little different. I'm a Christian, but I have no problem killing and feeding off of pedophiles or murderers or rapists and stuff like that. Like, you're gone, you're done, you're dead.
There was a time that she had to do it in the past. I won't reveal it, but there's times she did have to do that.
So,
that's go ahead, Angela. Go ahead.
No, I'm just curious. Is there any and you mentioned earlier Batman and Batgirl? Does she have some moments where she's kind of takes on the hero in scenarios, or it's more just about her journey in regards to finding?
There's both. She's a hero at the same time finding her journey to her attacker. So yeah, she doesn't want this to happen to any other person, and so the main villain in this one is Edmund Coral, who's the death dealer. He's the guy right there pointing at you, and he's the ruler of these bat demons who kidnap people from this club and turns them into either monsters or vampires or in experimentations. So she discovers what's going on and decides to visit the castle and makes a trip over there and goes on from there. And it's a thrilling book. I had so much fun producing it.
Go ahead.
56 pages.
Okay.
With the cover, it'd be 60 pages. But yeah.
Nice.
It'll be square bound, of course.
Okay.
So,
right. Well, you could do saddle stitch still if you wanted to with 56 pages, but I mean, square bound is a pretty traditional way to go with the crowdfunding books and stuff like that. I'm a saddle stitch preferable guy myself. That's just what I like, but there's nothing wrong with a square bound book.
So we see the poof in the library. If you go up a little bit, a little down a little bit, down where all the books are. A lot of Comicscape titles. You know, so there's Comicscape titles on the books, like little Easter eggs.
Oh, look at that. Okay. Oh, there they are. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well, it is fun to do certain things like that. That you'll. Oh, Angela, I'm talking over you. What?
I'm talking over you. It's a thing. No, I was just curious. You to say Frog D?
Probably not. Frog G wasn't. I don't think out
this
yet
was
before.
2020, so I could add a few of them before I.
You're fine, Apex. I don't think we're gonna get insulted if you don't. It's okay. No, I like doing stuff like that too. Tossing in little things, like even just little fun, like actually in Absolute Book 1, on the first page, there's a hospital in the far back when he's walking. In the windows, like nobody could see it. You can't see it because it's so tiny. But there's guys walking like Egyptians, like walk like an Egyptian. I drew stick figures walking like an Egyptian. So just because it's stupid, and I know no one's gonna see it, like because it's it gets printed really small. So I'm like, no one's gonna see it. But it's fun to do stupid little teasers like that.
Corny, Jason.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, even in Absolute 1, like there's people who kind of almost represent people I know. So, like just in like the bar scene, I drew some people that like kind of look like people that I know. So I was like, they're not named. And so it's purely coincidental. But not. So yeah, it's fun to do stuff like that. Like little teasers. Cool. Like you're drawing it, you might as well make it like a little interesting.
I had fun creating these little secondary characters like Igor Van Saint, the top hat guy. He's a monster hunter who, alongside with Nigel Emery, who created the Fembat armor for Olivia Del Rey, the go-go dancer who got bit by a vampire years later. And years later, he created this suit for her in the story. And the cigar chomping gargoyle is Clay. I created when I was doing the middle of this book. I'm like, I gotta have a comedy, badass, funny, smart ass character. Clay, the diminutive gargoyle with a cigar, the librarian of the castle that Fembat is in right now. And so he meets up with Igor Van Saint, and then somehow later on they all come together.
I'm gonna be right back. Sorry, I will be back.
Okay. So yeah, you could get the wraparound cover, which is the main cover for $25. Very easy access.
Apex, you're jumping ahead of me.
Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. No, hold on. Let me get there because it takes me. Yeah. I did away with my magnifier so I can see your page a little better. Okay. So all right. So yeah, the first thing here's the $25 tier, and you said that gets you the book.
Yeah, that gets the book there. You get the main cover, which is an homage to Power Comics #1.
Oh, so you even homaged it. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, a little tip of the hat.
Yeah, I'm going to bring. Here's the. Here it is, right here.
Do you actually have? You have. Wait, is that the?
Yeah, that's the cover of the Power Comics. I love it framed. Yeah. Out of Michigan. I don't know what state. What state are you in? Are you in Michigan or?
Ohio.
Ohio. Okay, so yeah, this is a Michigan cover back in '77.
Is that the actual book?
That's the actual. That's a copy of the cover.
Okay. That's okay. Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. That's inspired by that.
Ah, nice. That's pretty cool. I like that you did that.
Yeah.
And then what's this one here?
This is the Moonlight variant cover, limited to 750 copies. If I get to print that much, that is.
I mean, you could. I don't know what the printing costs are going to be on your book, so you could very well print up enough, and because that's the other thing with the crowdfunding. Yes, we want to, we crowdfund to print the books, to ship it to the people also who backed it, but also to overprint and sell it on the secondary market. Like that is a goal of it. Yeah. So that is part of the thing for crowdfunding. So you could very well print up enough to make it that limited. So yeah. And then get to the sketch cover. You get sketch cover for $20. Oh. You can draw on it. I don't have a fake sketch cover thing on it yet, but I'll provide one. Yeah. $5 less, which is cool. Yeah, nice. You knocked it down a little bit.
Yeah. It's a wraparound sketch cover, covered front and back. Draw on it with the logo, a Fembat logo on there.
Yeah, make sure it's uncoded. Don't.
Oh, uncoded. Yeah, it'll be uncoded.
Yeah, make sure, because I know some people will make them who have sketch covers who haven't done campaigns in the past or haven't done any sketch covers. They don't understand this, so they think they just print it normal. It's like, no, you got to have it cardstock uncoded.
You can draw it.
Fixed stock. Yeah. Well, like I said, not everybody is aware of it. So if you're out there in the YouTubes or Facebook spheres, welcome back, Angela.
Welcome back.
Make sure you if you're going to print a sketch cover, make sure it's uncoded, please, for us, because I've drawn on some that are like They're like drawing on glass, and they're just terrible.
Oh
so.
wow, that's awful.
Yeah.
Jason does some really amazing sketch covers.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you do. I really like
Look,
your
Hot
shit
Ministries,
covers.
welcome.
Who's here?
Cotton Ministries.
Cotton Ministries. How you doing,
What's
Cotton?
Papa Cotton? So,
Papa Cotton.
what's the $70 one?
It's all 3 books: the wraparound and the moonlight cover and a sketch cover.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very cool.
with
Yeah, bundled them
affordable
up.
shipping price too.
What's a $7 tier?
So that's the Enforcer Inc. My Avengers versus the Devastators, a giant robot. So it's kaiju action in San Diego. 24
kinky.
pages, all ages, full color. It's gonna be a mini comic.
Oh, okay, cool.
A
Nice.
4x6 book.
4x6.
Yeah, 4x6.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That's interesting. It's an odd size.
yeah, diminutive size. Yeah,
Diminutive. That's a fun word to say.
Diminutive.
Oh, what's this $15 one?
that's the original. You get original bookmarks.
Oh.
I could draw on those. Charge like $15. There you go. Pen and ink. Bam.
Oh, so you have a blank bookmark that you draw on, and you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Instead of
nice.
drawing
It's a good way to get some cheap, affordable original
Yeah,
artwork. Yeah,
exactly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And we got a $30 tier. $30.
That's the Fembat main cover and Enforcer Inc. mini comic. It's a 2-pack bundle for 30.
Combo deal. Nice.
Save a couple of bucks. Yeah.
Then you have your more expensive tiers down here for the whales. You got $125.
Yeah, the Fembat Fiesta tier, the Fiesta bundle.
Caliente.
Yeah, you get all 3 covers, plus you get let's see, where am I at? Yeah, you get all 3 covers plus 11x17 poster, and you get 2 prints, a bookmark, bonus mystery ash can, and Enforcer Inc. versus Devastator mini comic.
Wow.
All
You
that.
get the old kit and caboodle.
Oh, kick and boodle, yeah.
Nice. And then you got a $300 tier here.
Yep, that's the original art page. There's 50 pages available for the original art page. You get a free Fembat main cover book along with your original art purchase.
Now, is this first come, first serve? Do they get to pick?
First come, first serve. If you can mention it in the notes, which cover you would like. I mean, which page you want. And if I have that, I'll send it to you with the comic book. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So the covers are not available for sale?
I've never really thought about. I could,
They don't have to be. I was just
That's a good idea, though. I should put the covers on.
Well, there are some people who like to keep it, like especially if it's a first crowdfunder or whatever. There are some people who like to keep the covers. I kind of wish I kept a cover or two, but I sold them.
Yeah, I think that the original cover I'll have would be the Moonlight variant inked. I also have the original pencils as well. So
nice. And so, as we were saying backstage, you hit your funding goal, which is great. You kind of sit back and just promote, and that but you also have a stretch goal or two. Yes.
Yes, I do. To get to the 25. If we make 2,500, I'll throw in a free Fembat magnet, which is flying right there.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Cool.
I love that picture. It's cool.
Yeah.
How big is the magnet? Just in regards to like
how big's the magnet?
Magnet, yeah.
I'd say 4 inches.
Angela's all about size. Is that big enough for you, Angela?
Children. Jason.
There's no children here, just mentally.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah. Oh yeah, if we reach $5,000, every backer will get a Dan Lawless Fembat trading card.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Woo! And then the back of it will have stats like a normal trading card.
Nice. Okay, yeah, like the old school Marvel Comics cards. Yeah. Nice.
So I can't wait
pretty
to get
dope, sir. Nice. You get a good deal because for 25 at 56 pages, good deal. You're getting a lot of content there in a high quality premium product because it's not flimsy paper that you're using. You're using the good stuff, good stuff, like in 24 hours. Nice. Everybody, go check out Fembat. Link is pinned to the top of the chat as well as in the description below. If you're not, hey, look, if it's not for you, that's fine, but share it out. Maybe you know a friend that might want it or might like it, that likes indie comics, black and white books. I'm a black and white book fan. I love seeing the line art and stuff. I mean, colorists are slightly overrated. Who needs them these days? Just kidding. Only if you're not if you're ink spot, so no one needs you. Anyway, no one gets Frog for the colors.
That aspartame is like working.
Hey, no, I haven't had any aspartame today. This is Celsius. It doesn't. No, Celsius doesn't have aspartame. No. Angela, aspartame is bad for you. Haven't you heard? Haven't you heard by now? Aspartame is poison.
Maybe the aspartame. Maybe you should cut it. But
Angela, aspartame is poison. What's wrong with you? Why would you encourage people to drink aspartame? I don't understand what's happening right now. No, but yes, please share it out. Share out Fembat, share out the stream if you want. Also, that way people can get to know Apex a little bit and how he got into comics and stuff like that, because it's a cool medium. It's fun. Comics are fun. Not all the creators are, but comics are.
Yeah.
Talk about ink spots. So yeah.
So
really appreciate everybody. Hey, Angela.
Jason.
There you go. Is there any more questions in the chat, or do you have any questions for Apex?
I don't. No real questions. I mean, but yeah. I will drop the link again for people if they would like to check it out.
Yep. I have one last question. For Mr. Apex. Yes. If you could have a superpower, what superpower would it be?
Gosh, that's a good one. So many good superpowers out there. I would say flight. Fly around.
Yeah.
I like it. Oh, it would be a lot easier, definitely, to navigate places,
get
go
somewhere
places.
I need to go.
Yep. Nice.
Would be cool. I mean,
hey, you already picked flight. It's too late, sir.
So flight's good. Yeah.
There you go. You can't just change up your power like that.
Hey,
what is this?
Might as well just say I'd like to be Superman. I mean, come on. Next, what's going to be like X-ray vision or what?
No. Now you're compounding powers. That's just ridiculous. That's like Odin's. Oh, I'm Dr. Manhattan. I'm everywhere. I'm everything. Shut up. No, lie. You can't do that. Cheating.
Awesome.
No, thank you. Where's my outro? Stick tuned. I'm going to redirect everybody to Devil Flyer Rex. He's live right now, so this will should redirect you over to there. So please stick around for Rex. He's a friend of the channel. Say hello.
Tell him we sent you.
Yeah. Tell him we sent you. Tell him Angela said you're fired. And
unhinged raid would it be?
Huh?
An unhinged raid, like a Zayd raid.
Whatever.
Raid. That's right.
Just tell him we said hello. Please check out Fembat, and thank you Apex for coming on. Really appreciate you. You're welcome. All right, I'm gonna hit the button.